Good evening, friends. Welcome to this preparation of UPMA, which is a South Indian delicacy, and you can make it in many flavors, many ingredients. I'm showing you one variant which we like and which has been shared by my mom. Now, if you see the ingredients, I have the cumin seeds, I have the split peas. Sorry, I have the urad dal, then I have the rai in it, and then I have kadi patta in this. Then I have finely chopped green chilies, 5 to 7. Then I have some water there. Then I have finely chopped the potato, probably two small ones. And then I have 1 cup of suji, which has been dry roasted. And then I have the onions here. Then I have the grated ginger, fresh ginger, and hand crushed cashews, probably about 10 of them. Now we will try to switch over to our stove, and in the stove we are trying to light the stove down so that we can start the preparation. I have heated the pan, and in the pan I am trying to put in a little bit of ghee, maybe 1 tablespoon of it, so that it is tasty, healthy, and it'll take care of all the cravings. And now I'm adding the cloves, the urad dal, the cumin seeds, and the mustard seeds in it. And we'll try to saute it a little bit for a minute or two, and then we will add the the curry leaves into it, and then we were gonna add a little bit of green chilies into it, and then we will add the ginger, which I have finely chopped, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of the cashews as well into it. Let's get it sauteed, and once it is sauteed, let's add the potatoes which I have here, and we will wait for the potatoes to saute a little bit before we add the onions to this. Once we have this done, sauteed a little bit, and then we're going to add onions to this. As you see, I'm adding the fine chopped onions to this, and we will add a spoon of salt to this, and you can add, increase, decrease any of these quantities which I'm showing you here according to your taste. So for the time being, I'm going to add 1 spoon of salt to this particular activity which we are doing here. And as you see, I'm putting in 1 tablespoon of salt. And one ingredient which you can add as well, which I would be adding in a little while once these onions and potatoes are sauteed, is the tomatoes. And I'm going to add 1 fine chopped tomato to this particular dish once these are sauteed. So we will wait, and we'll put a lid onto it, and we will let it simmer for 5 minutes before we could add the tomato to it. And right now you're hearing a little bit of simmering sound which is coming from the closed lid container, which is actually getting the potatoes, onions, green chili, ginger and everything fried so that they can become a little bit cooked. Once they are cooked, we should be able to add the tomatoes to that particular cooked ingredients. And right now, while I'm talking to you guys, I'm cutting the tomatoes and trying to wash the tomato before cutting it. And I'll be cutting this tomato here in front of you guys so that it doesn't become monotonous for you to look at the simmering pot or the utensil. As you see, I'm cutting them fine and then I'm chopping them fine further so that they don't take too much of time to prepare or cook. You can add the whole tomato if you want, or you can add the half tomato depending on the taste, because every ingredient which you added here till now has its own taste and flavor, and some might like one of the taste or the flavor, some might like the other, and tomatoes especially give you the tangy flavor to it. So if we want, we can add the tomatoes as the onions and the potatoes are sauteed. So we will add this tomato to the mix, and what we will do is we will stir it a little bit and let the tomatoes, onions and potatoes again cook for a while. And for that we will have to put the lid on for another 4 to 5 minutes so that the tomatoes are also half cooked at least before we add water to it. So the lid is closed, and as you see, it is simmering, and you might hear the little hiss sound which is coming from it. And we are just waiting for 3 to 4 minutes so that the tomato is half cooked. And let's see and wait for 3 to 4 minutes. And as I was saying, this is a South Indian delicacy which was shared by my mom, and she probably learned it from her mom, and she learned different variations as she was traveling around the country. And there are a lot of places in India, in South India specifically, which make this delicacy. There are a lot of other flavors which you could add to it, and there are a lot of other ingredients which you could minus as well. Like you can make a variant of this using just the green chilies and the onions, not adding any tomatoes or any of the other ingredients like potatoes. And there are other items in another flavor where you can add all these things, and then you can add the turmeric, which we're going to make right now at this point. And if you don't want any of these and you don't like any of the onion flavor or the potato flavor or the ginger flavor, you can just add on the green chilies and the curry leaves, and then just add the tomato or not the tomato, and then put in the suji. So these are different variants which you can use it, and this dish can be eaten as part of your morning snack, morning breakfast, or an evening snack, or the night replacement for your dinner, which takes about 30 minutes to prepare. So it's not that heavy in terms of preparation time, and it is very easy to prepare, and it is light on your stomach as well, as a lot of the South Indians don't like eating rice in the night. You could always give this as the replacement for the dinner. And the other important ingredient which adds the medicinal value is the turmeric. So we're going to add a pinch of turmeric to this particular simmering pot, and we'll just give it 1 minute for that to absorb and cook into the ingredients which are already added to this pot. And now what we will do is, as you see, I've stirred it along. Now I'm going to add the water. And if you see, I'm adding about 300 ml of water. That is the 150 ml of water which has gone in. Now I'm putting in another 150 ml of water, and that will be good enough to serve for one person to eat as a snack, or depending on which time of the day you're eating, it can serve 1 to 2 people. Now what we have added the water and all the ingredients are there. We just need to wait for the water to boil, and with the help of water and the boiling, what happens is the vegetables will become pretty sorted, and they will become ready to cook in terms of adding the suji into it. So let's wait for 5-10 minutes for this water to boil, and as you see, it has already started to boil. If you have noticed on this, the flame is high, and then the water is already starting to boil. So probably another 5 minutes and it should be done. Now this can be given to your kids as well, younger kids, for their breakfast or even for their lunch option into the school, because you could add nuts to make it much more protein content into it. And if you can add nuts, you can remove them as well if there are any nut allergies around your family or in the school, so you can take the nuts off as well. So it is a plus or minus of ingredients. Whichever likes and dislikes you have, you could cater to that. Now you see this water is boiling up, so we'll give it another 2 minutes before the water boils up. Once the water boils up, what we'll have to do is we'll have to pour in the suji very little by little, and you will have to keep stirring the pot till the mix inside the utensil thickens. And once it thickens, you would have to turn down the flame on it, make it in a low flame, and then you'll have to put this you'll have to batter it out so that there are no lumps which are getting formed as part of this particular item. Okay, now I think it is simmered or boiled kind of enough. I'm just trying to pull something out and see if it is cooked, and it seems to be cooked properly. The ingredient which will remain is the potato, which might not cook properly, so that we have tested. Now I'm taking the bowl of the suji and I'm trying to add that like a thin waterfall where you're getting a little bit of water continuously. And if you're seeing, I'm trying to stir this as much as I can, and once you see that your stick or the chammach is trying to get thickened, you will have to close it and put it in a swim or a low flame, and you keep battering it as I am doing it. And this way of battering it will help the suji to mix properly and not form lumps, and that is the key ingredient, that there are no lumps in the upma. Otherwise it might not taste that good. So as you are seeing, I'm stirring it against the surface of the pot so that there are no lumps which will form on the way, and we will have to make it sit for 5 minutes on a slow flame, which will give you a completed upma, which would be really yummy to taste. And as I said, this is good enough for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or an evening snack at the tea time also. Or if the kids are back from school, you can quickly, in 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes, you could make this and feed the hungry kids who are back from school, and it'll be fulfilling for them for that particular hour or two. As you see, I'm still stirring it out as I'm talking with you, and as soon as I see that this is getting thickened, you could leave this stirring part of the activity. And I believe this is good enough for our consumption, and we could serve this with so many options. I am serving this with a piece of lemon with it, and you can add coriander to it if you like it, and if you don't like it you can not add the coriander as well and it will still taste good. And I am not adding any coriander at this point. And as you see, this is a yummy upma which has been prepared less than 30 minutes time. Okay folks, I hope you guys enjoyed it.